This is CBS News Chicago.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dana Kozlov. Today, President Donald Trump ramped up his rhetoric about an immigration crackdown in Chicago in a Truth Social post. It was then reposted on X on the official White House page. You can see here the president wrote, quote, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War." The White House reposted it with 3 helicopter emojis. It also included an image with the president in the foreground and a burning Chicago in the background with military helicopters flooding the sky. Our Dermont Terry was in the Pilsen neighborhood as the community celebrated Mexican Independence Day amidst those immigration crackdown fears and got local leaders' reaction to that post.
Along 18th Street in Pilsen, an estimated 3,000 people lined the curb for its Mexican Independence Day parade. Out for the first time, Olga and William Cook.
It is a concern every day going out the house.
That concern heightened as the threat of ICE crackdowns continued to hang over Chicago and Mexican independence celebrations like this one in Pilsen.
Our community is very strong, and we believe that we're gonna overcome these issues.
Saturday's parade is the first of many Latino celebrations since President Trump threatened mass deportations throughout Chicago.
While there were concerns, I think people came out in full force, to support, their culture and their heritage.
Along the parade route, we did find our normal, strong Chicago police presence, but also mixed in volunteers walking the side with white shirts and wearing orange whistles with a true purpose.
That means there's sighting of immigration agents on the streets. One continuous long whistle means that someone is being arrested.
Organizers felt the extra precautions were necessary after the threats, but more importantly, after President Trump tweeted this image, which reads, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War."
Tweet this morning was disgusting. To suggest that the troops are coming into Chicago or that the Department of War is going to be engaged is an embarrassment.
It's despicable, it's unfortunate, but we resolve to continue to fight.
The president in a virtual act of war against his own people, unprecedented. It's really the act of a tyrant. It's a scary time.
And while many view the president's post and actions as scary, the Mexican-American community continues to show up and stand resilient, which is why the American flag was flown side by side.
That's who we are as a country. We have pride in our heritage, but we also have patriotic pride in America.
In Pilsen, Dermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks to Dermont. Other local leaders are responding to the president's post, including Governor J.B. Pritzker and Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Pritzker posted, "The President of the United States is threatening to go to war with an American city. This is not a joke. This is not normal. Donald Trump isn't a strong man. He's a scared man. Illinois won't be intimidated by a wannabe dictator." And Mayor Johnson writes, "The president's threats are beneath the honor of our nation, but the reality is that he wants to occupy our city and break our Constitution. We must defend our democracy from this authoritarianism by protecting each other and protecting Chicago from Donald Trump." Now, we also searched social media and did not find any Republican lawmakers commenting on the president's post. I spoke with Northwestern law professor Paul Gowder, an expert on the rule of U.S. law, about it, and he says the Constitution defines one crime: treason.
The first thing that the treason clause says about that crime is that it's constituted by levying war against the United States. I don't understand how we can interpret that threat as anything other than a threat to levy war against a city in the United States.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
And within the the past hour, protesters gathered downtown to oppose Trump's threats of sending federal troops to Chicago. They marched on Michigan Avenue. And earlier today, hundreds of protesters gathered in Lake County. They started on the streets outside of Naval Station Great Lakes before marching. Protesters held signs defending immigrant families and opposing both ICE agents and federal troops in the community.